So let's start with the overview of linked list. Linked list is nothing but a data structure which store the value in non-contiguous manner. Okay, so we can write it down also. It is a data structure, or not normal data structure, it is just a linear data structure. So in the first class of our chairman sir, we have seen that there are two types of data structure. One is linear and another one is non-linear. So non-linear was graphs or trees, but linear is which is in one direction only, or in 2D only. Okay, so it is a linear data structure which store the data in non-contiguous fashion. Okay, non-contiguous fashion or non-contiguous memory. And what happens is, we have seen that there are n number of nodes and those nodes are connected to each other by using a pointer. So we can see that, write it also. List contains n nodes and each node is connected one by one by using a pointer. Okay, so what I mean is, so let's say this is one node, this is another node, this is another node, and each node is having two parts. What are those two parts? First part is information part and second part is our address part. That is a pointer. It is having the address of the next node. So we have, let's say, information as 10, information as 20, information as 30, and this will contain the address of the next node. This will contain the address of the next node. So see here, I have written this arrow starting from the inside of the first node and pointing to the outside of the next node. It is purposely written like this. Why? Because if the address of this node is 2D, so it will contain 2D here inside that box. If the address is 6E, so 6E is stored inside the box, whereas this address is of whole node, so that's why it is pointing to the outside of that box. And let's say the address of this is, let's say, 4F. So the address of the first node is at our head, so we call it as head, and head is a pointer only. It is not having any information part, because information part is starting from the first node and head is not the first node. It is just the pointer who is having the address of the first node, that's all. And since we don't have the last node, so after the last node we don't have any node, so what we do is we point it to null. So this is ground. You might have studied in electrical, so this is the symbol of ground, so it is the symbol of null in our computer science, in our data structure. So this is a simple representation of a linked list. Now there comes a point how to create a node. So create a node is by using structures. So what we do is, we create a structure, struct node, and inside this structure we can have two parts. Why? Because a node is having two parts. So one is, let's say, integer info part, and another one is a pointer part. Now please pay attention here. Let's say if you have an integer value, so for example, if you have integer a is equal to 10 and you want to store the address of a, which type of pointer you create? You will create the integer type of pointer. You will create integer asterisk ptr is equal to address of a. Can you do this like this? Asterisk ptr is equal to address of a? You can, but it is not correct. Why? I will tell you the reason. So each data type which you refer here is of different size. Integer is of 4 bytes, whereas character is of 1 byte. Now when you read from it, it will read either 4 bytes or 1 byte. If it is of integer type, then it will read 4 bytes. If it is of character type, then it will read 1 byte. Now, if you store the address of A into character type of pointer, it may give you some warning. But then when you try to read and print the value, it will not print the correct value because it has not read the whole 4 bytes. It has read only 1 byte, which is not the correct. Because what is 10? 10 is a binary representation in zeros and ones in 32 bits. In 32 bits, right? So the MSBs, if you start from MSBs, there will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In LSB, there will be 1, 0, 1, 0. Except the last 4 bits of our 32 bits number, all will be zeros. And if you read the first 1 byte, there will be zeros only. So if you read by using character pointer, then it will read only 0, but the value was 10. So it has read incorrect value. So that's why the type of variable, so the same type of pointer variable should be declared. In the same manner, if I want to hold the address of a node, what type of pointer I should have? For node type, it should not be integer type, it should not be of maybe character type, it should not be of any other type, it should be of node type only. So that's why we write struct node asterisk next. Next is the name of the pointer, whereas the type is struct node. Why? Because we are holding the struct node type of address. That's why the name comes struct node. Okay, it is also called as self-referential structure. Why it is called self-referential? Because it is pointing to itself only. Okay, so it is a self-referential structure. Now this is the node. Till now there is no memory is allocated. It is just a blueprint, nothing else. No memory is allocated. It's just like a map you have made for construction of a building. If you go to a building site, then there is no construction done. Okay, now I need to write struct node every time, from which I want to save myself, and that's why I will write type def. So I will write type def struct node. So what it do is, it will typecast or not typecast, it will type its definition from struct node to node only. So instead of creating a variable like struct integer a, what we do is we write int a, because it has already typed def in the library file. You are not doing it, but compiler has already done it. So who have developed the C programming language, it has already done it. Now we have created the node, and now we have to learn the insertion in a singly linked list. What is singly linked list? So this is a singly linked list. Why? Because it is having only one pointer, single pointer, and that too in the forward direction only. So singly linked list is nothing but a linked list having single pointer and pointing in the forward direction only. It is not pointing backward at any point of time. So if you consider the example which we have discussed yesterday, doubly linked list had 2 pointers. So that's why it is not single linked list. Circular linked list had 1 pointer only, but it was pointing backward also. So last node was not null. It was having the address of the first node. So that's why it is not singly linked list. So singly linked list is one which is having single pointer and pointing in the forward direction only. Okay, so we have to learn the insertion of values in singly linked list first. Okay, so let's do that. So let's say this is our singly linked list and we are learning insertion. So in starting we have nothing. What I am teaching here is the crux and the very basics of data structure. If you can understand this, I can guarantee you cannot skip, or you will not be able to skip a single question of the data structure. The best possible way I am going to teach you here is what I am teaching right now. and by using this you can solve any question of data structure. But what you have to do is, first of all you have to put your whole heart and mind into this topic, because if you lose this topic, then after this you will not be able to get back to it. So now see this, in starting we don't have anything, we don't have any node, there is nothing at all. What we have is head, only head, and which is pointing to null. Because we don't have any node, so we have created a pointer node asterisk head. This is what we have created. So node type of pointer which is holding only one address, it is holding one address, and since we have not created any node, so it is pointing to null, and that's what we will write it here. By default it is not pointing to null. Since we don't have any node, we have explicitly told that head is pointing to null. Okay, now we have to insert one node inside this. So what should we do? First of all, in order to insert a node, we should have a node. If we don't have a node, how can we insert it? So first of all we have to create a node, and for create a node dynamically, because we can create any number of nodes in linked list, that was the major advantage of linked list. So in order to create a node, we will use a function called malloc. By using malloc, we will create a node. Now what we do is, we write malloc, and what type of, what size we have to create? Malloc size of node. This is what we have to create. See, the difference between node head and node asterisk head is same as integer a and integer asterisk ptr. So this a will hold an integer value, whereas this asterisk ptr will hold a address. Similarly, this asterisk head is only having a single part, which is address only. It is not having any information part. Okay, so and that address part I have told them to point at null. Now I am creating a memory of node, not node asterisk. Remember, I have created a memory of node, not node asterisk. So we have two parts here, that is information part and next part. Both the parts are available here because I have not written node asterisk. Now you might have known that malloc function always return a void pointer. It return a void pointer. If you don't know, now you know it. So malloc will return a void pointer. But do we have to point it to void? We have to point it to node, because we have to hold the address of this node in our head. Head is empty right now. We have to create a node, and then after creation of node, so what happen is, after creating this malloc, this is what we have. Now this is what we have. But since head is still pointing to null and this node is still separated from head, what we have to do is, instead of null we have to point it to this. But head is not void pointer, it is of type node asterisk. So that's why we have to typecast it into node asterisk. We have to typecast it into node asterisk, and the address written by it will be typecasted into node asterisk, which we will hold in head. Now this is how you can create a node. After writing this line, what you have is this head, which is having that address, let's say 4f is here, and this is information part, and this is next part, nothing else. After doing this line, you have this scenario. Now you have to store a value inside this node. How to store the value? So what you do is head, arrow, and information. So remember it, you have studied structures, right? When you have studied structure like this, struct, book, and let's say you have written ISBN, and let's say let's say float, price, and you have created this. So what you do is struct book B1. Let's say you have created book like this. So what you do is B1.ISBN or B1.price ISBN is equal to 123, price is equal to 12.75, let's say like this. You use dot there. Why you have used dot there? Because before the dot what you have is a variable. It is not a pointer. But if the second part is a variable and the first part is not a variable, it is a pointer, then you use arrow. So this arrow is nothing but this sign and this sign. So this is arrow. This is how you create arrow. Okay. Now by using this head arrow information and then 10, in head information equal to 10 will have the value inside this. And you wanted to not have any other node. So because in one operation of insertion we can insert only one node. Okay, we can insert only one node. So after that, because it is not having any other node, so we have to define it with null. Now instead of head, it is what is pointing to null? The head next. Head next is pointing to null. So what we write is head arrow next is equal to null. This is what we have. After these three lines, one line, two line and three line, this is the scenario what we have. Now again you have to call the function for insertion. Okay, now you have to add the value, another value. So for that you have to create a new node. But now the problem is there. What is the problem? See here. So the scenario right now is this: 10 null head and this is 4f and this is 4f. This is what you have right now. You wanted to create a new node. So by using this line, if you create a new node, what will happen? It will create a new node and head will point to this, and let's say the address of this is 4e. So head will have 4e and this will get removed from here. So the address of this node is permanently lost. But what we wanted to have is, we wanted to add the two nodes and we have lost the address. So instead of this head, what we use is, we create a new temporary variable pointer and we add the address here. And now after doing this, before head is pointing to information, before head is pointing to next, what we do is, we define head is equal to temp if and only if head is null. In the first go, what is the condition we have? Head is null. So what we do is, instead of pointing head to somewhere else, what we can do is, we can point head to temp. So what happened here is, so I am writing code now. So if head equal to null, this is the condition for initial phase when we have no node at all, and we have node asterisk temp. Okay, and before this we have also created a new node by using temp is equal to node asterisk malloc and then size of node. This is what we have already done. If head equal to null, then what we do is, head is equal to temp. So what it do is, so right now when you create a new node, this temp will have 4f as address. 4f is this. This is the condition right now. We have not inserted any information, we have not inserted any next. Now if head, so head was pointing to null, which is true. Now what we do is, if it is true, head equal to temp. So head will having the same value as temp. So it will also have 4f. It is equivalent to pointing to this. When the value of temp and head both are same, it is pointing to same node. Now what you can do is, now you can write head equal to information is equal to 10 and head is information next is equal to null. Now this will having next null and this is having 10 because head is pointing to it now. And when you come back for a new node, so what will happen? This will create it again. This will create a new node. So the scenario right now is this. So we have head here, which is having 4f. 4f is the address, and this is the scenario. It will create a new node, and the address of that new node is at temp. Okay. Now when you go inside the if condition, head equal to null? No, it is not null. But then there is again a problem. What is the problem? The problem is when you make head information equal to 10, so it will make the change here. So instead of n, let's say you wanted to assign it with a value which is coming from a function. So the new value is, instead of 10, it will become 20, but then it is not added. The previous value is lost. So what is the process to do it? So now I have improvised my code again. What I have done is, instead of assigning the values from head, what I do is, right after creation of the node, I will assign the values. Right after creating the node, I can assign the values. How? See this. Node asterisk temp, and then temp is equal to node asterisk malloc size of, this is node, and now the node is created. Since the node is created and I don't know where is head, I don't care about it also. Obviously I need the values here, so I can assign it by temp also. So what I'll do is, I'll do like this. So temp information is equal to value, and temp next is equal to null. This is what we have done. Okay. And then after this, if head equal to null, then what we have done is head is equal to temp, the previous code which we have written. Okay. Now see this. In the first time, so again I will see, you see here, I am writing some code, I am checking it by using dry run, then I am finding some problem, I am improvising my code, then checking again, then finding some problem, then improvising it again. It takes some time, and that's what students don't want to do. They want quick results, and then when they want quick results, because of it, they don't do the exercise of dry running, and their data structure become weak. If you don't hurry, if you make this exercise, if you do this exercise of improvising code, you do iteration one by one for an hour, and I can guarantee you can solve any question. See, now what we have done is, this is our head, which is pointing to null initially. When I come into this code, my node of temp is created. See, this is temp, this line is run, this line is executed. After that, when this line is executed, what will happen? It will create a node having information part and next part, and the address is, let's say, 4e, which is assigned to temp. It will point to this. Now when you assign this value, so temp information is equal to value. Let's say the value is 10, so 10 will come here. Then temp next is equal to null, so this will come here. Node is ready. If head equal to null, yes, which is null, then head equal to temp, so the value of temp will be assigned to head, so it will become 4e. So instead of null, now it will point here. We got the value. And now when we come back to this code, what will happen? So right now the scenario is like this. Head, it is having 4e, value 10, and this is null. When I come back to this function again for creating another node, what will happen? So again this line will be executed. Okay. this line will be executed. So what will happen? It will create a new variable temp. When this line is executed, it will create a new node having information part and next part. Let's say the address is 3D. 3D will be assigned to temp because we are writing temp is equal to, and it will point here. When this line will be executed, temp information is equal to value. Let's say the value this time is 20. So the value is assigned to this, not to this. Okay, now temp is next is equal to null. So you have assigned to null. And if head equal to null, no, it is not null. Now you have only one thing left to connect these two nodes. That's all. What you have to do is you have to connect these two nodes. So if it is not null, then you have already some nodes available. So you will go into else part. So you can write down the else now. So if it is not null, then go to else. And what you should do in else? It depends on whether you wanted to add the new node before the previous node or you wanted to add the node after the previous node. If let's say I'm doing the easy one first. So let's say you wanted to add this node before the previous node. Okay, so that is insertion at first. Okay, we had studied insertion at first, insertion at end, insertion in between. This is what we have to study. So first is the easy one, insertion at first. So what you have to do is, what you want is like this. This is 20 and this must contain the new node which is previous node which is 10. This is null and this is head. You want this result. Okay, this is what you want because you wanted to add this first. So it will be first node and it will be second node. So in order to do this, what you can do is you can assign temp next with head. Why? Because the address of this node is 4e. If you assign temp next with 4e, so it will be added. This is 4e and you wanted to have 4e here. So in else, what you have to write is temp next is equal to head, because where you have 4e, you have 4e at head. Now they are connected, but then head is still here, it is not here. Correct? Head is still pointing at 10, it is not pointing at 20. So what you can do is head is equal to temp. Okay, and it's done. That's all. This is how we can add values in beginning. Okay, let's try to code it. Okay, let's try to code it once and see whether it is working fine or not.